Alright. Just some thoughts I had on a subject I think is kind of really important. I think a lot of people should think about. And it's about drugs, prohibition of drugs. It seems to me that people who are most adamant about the prohibition are the ones that seem to have like no personal experience doing them. I've never really been in the drug scene at all. Of course, they usually have a sad sob story about, a long lost friend or cousin or something that just tragically ruined their whole life. I hate prohibition mainly because, it's an attack on the Constitution itself. People start telling you what you can put in your body, start regulating that. It's a very, very scary road to go down. Because first, they try to scare you and say, these drugs are, they're dangerous and they breed violence and, and crime and, they try to scare you, and then, everybody's like, oh, really? Crap. Alright, yeah, we better make that illegal and just to protect us. And they don't even know, they just heard something, it's propaganda. But, it starts with that, but then, they start telling you what you can eat. And they start telling you what kind of medicine you can use. And they start telling you, what kind of supplements, if you can use them or not. They start telling you can't have organic food. So, I don't know. It seems silly to think that the government actually cares about your health or your well-being, because if they really cared about your health, they might outlaw the most dangerous drug out there, and it's cigarettes, as they kill more people than all the drugs combined, all car accidents, all fires, all guns combined, and that's fact. And no one blinks an eye, of course, because it happens over time, so it's not as shocking. Someone ODs, it's instant, I personally don't see very much of a difference. I think it's very shocking that many people choose to smoke and allow themselves to die, but that's their choice. It's America, and I believe in it. And hey, if that's what you want to do, it's your choice, and I will say something about it, of course, because it's my choice. It's my freedom to talk about what I think, whatever I want, and I'll tell you it's bad for you. But it's also your choice to tell me to fuck off. So, whatever. I keep seeing the same thing, year after year. I took DARE in 5th grade and graduated. I got my sticker and my shirt, my little diploma. But it's been the same thing, Drugs are always getting better. Drugs are always cheaper. There's always more on the streets. More people are going to jail. And to me, all I can see is business. That's all I see. It's just business. Business. And, especially against the whole marijuana thing. Because marijuana is just so many things can and will be done on the planet. And, but that's a whole other video. I'll get to that one, believe me. But even all hard drugs and all that stuff, you make them illegal, and what do? You create a black market. You make something that's really almost worthless, and you make it into something that's so expensive. There's something that generates so much cash. But along with that, and without the regulation, it just leaves room for the criminal element to get in and take advantage of that, And when you have all criminals dealing and all that stuff, of course it's going to breed crime, and it's going to breed violence and all this stuff, you know, and greed obviously breeds the same thing. You know, it's very simple. We could take that out. You know, there are drug dealers on the corners. It doesn't have to be that way. You know, selling kids drugs and shit, you know, selling anybody. We can wipe that out in one swift move. Legalize everything, regulate it, you know, all the hard drugs, put them in the, you know, obviously a distribution facility, make that right next to like a precinct, make mandatory classes for people who are involved in that types of activity, you know, education, awareness, you know, you gotta make it realization that there are lots of adults who use drugs responsibly, even hard drugs. You know, there's lots of people who just do a little coke here and there. They got families, and they take care of the business, and for them to go get a little bit of coke once or twice a year or something, I think that's totally just fine. You know, I think it's horrible if that person goes that once a year and gets pulled over and caught with it, and then has to go spend a year in jail for it. I think that's bullshit. And I don't think that's right. You know, I don't know who said it, but somebody said, you know, the punishment for drugs shouldn't be any harder than, it shouldn't cause more damage than the actual drug itself. You know, and that makes a lot of sense. But I don't think there should be any punishment for any drugs. Like I said. So I mean, it's silly. You know, you want to talk about personal choice and stuff, and you know, freedom of choice and all that. Then, you know, if somebody wants to use something to make them feel better, or enable them to get through their day, I think, you know, more power to them. To deny other people their freedom because you don't believe in it, or because you couldn't handle your drug use, or someone you knew couldn't handle theirs. You know, it's very hypocritical. You know, America should be about tolerance, because you can't expect other people, you know, to give you your freedom if you're not willing to give everybody theirs. You know, and that's as simple as that. So, legalize it. All of it.